Awkward dance, yeah. Good morning, welcome to day one of Vlogmas. Here I am in my makeupless form. It's not my best. I've just had a shower and a wash, so my face is quite shiny. And moisturised, obviously. This is very shaky, I'm sorry. I'm holding you on a little tripod. Thought it would steady my hand. I don't think it's going to. So I'm sat in my craft room, as you can see. I have tidied it somewhat. Like, those piles of boxes is organised mess. I haven't tidied my desk though. Someone messaged me the other day and asked if I could share about Bead Organization. Now, my beads used to be very organised in this drawer. Bloop. Now they are less organised. I function in chaos, basically. But you've caught me out. So, this past week, those are envelopes. This past week has been a little all over the place regarding scheduling. Because my parents ended up staying a day longer than they were going to. Because my mum was ill. So it took an extra day out of working. And then I got more orders than I thought. Thank you very much for that. So then that took longer than I thought it was going to. I'm behind on beading. I've got photos to take. Should have taken them yesterday when the sun was out. Now, it's a miserable day. Grim. Who? But such is life. That was my phone on my foot. So I've just got some more of these to bead and then I'm done. Then I need to take photos, create listings or update inventory and schedule the update. Woo! It's happening at 4 PM this evening. By the time you watch this it would have happened, you probably would have missed it, but there might be some bits still in there. Who knows? But I'm going to do some beading for a bit before I have my first tea, which might be a mistake. I've got a bit of a... what's this? Oh no. I've got a bit of a later start to today than I usually would. Mario left for work at 3 AM and it really woke me up. And then I was awake for about an hour. So I slept in an hour later than I usually would. And I just feel a bit tired. My eyes look very green against my red face. How Christmassy. Right, I'm just going to do some beading then. It may look like chaos, but believe me, it is organised chaos. By organised I mean I'm really good at looking for things. I'm just a very messy person. If mess stresses you out, this is not the vlog for you. I'm sorry. Well, that's both of them made, so I got 3 in total for the shop. And that's taken me about an hour. It's now 10 AM. And I think I definitely need a cup of tea. It's time. It's time for a tea. Can't believe I've got to 10 AM and I haven't had a tea yet. What is my life? So we've already got our Christmas tree. We bought it at IKEA the other day. Today it's decorating day. So the tea I think I'm going to go for, Burn and Blend Monkey Chops. It's just a black tea with some freeze-dried banana, desiccated coconut, which I used to call dedicated coconut. So it's just quite nice. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. And speaking of tea, it's time. Oh, it's time. Butterblood Advent Calendar, day 1. So it's here. I already know what it is because they shared it on their stories. I mean, it does say them all on the back. I just haven't had a look at it. Ooh. So this is Fairy Tale of New York, which is a rooibos tea. This blend is inspired by creamy Irish coffee. It's a Christmas tea. And so it's got coffee in it, but like whole beans, so it doesn't add caffeine apparently. So it's got cocoa shells, coffee beans, roasted dandelion root, and natural flavouring. For those who don't know, Fairy Tale of New York is a Christmas carol. It's not a carol. Well, it technically is. A carol is a seasonal song, but when I think of carol, I think like in church Christmas carol. But let's sort this angle out. It's a Christmas song that came out, I want to say in the 80s, and it's by Kirsty MacColl and the Pogues, and we played it to Becky when she was visiting. She was outraged that that's the kind of Christmas songs Brits listen to. It's just a very drunk man singing at the beginning, and then they insult each other in the middle. They sing words like "you scumbag," "you maggot," "you cheap lousy," and a rhyme that begins with F and rhymes with maggot. That is incredibly insulting, but they don't mean it in that way. But they might do. But yeah, but the more you listen to it, the better it gets. It's one of those. But I'm very excited to try this tea, so I might try that later today. But I need caffeine right now. Not that I'm dependent on caffeine. I go for days without tea sometimes. But right now, I need caffeine. And to put some makeup on, because I look like, what are these? So, I was just browsing Facebook, and this came up on my Facebook memories. And it's 6 years ago today. I said, pretty sure my boyfriend is better than yours. Mario made me a tea advent calendar 6 years ago. Let's face this up the right way so you can see it. And every day had a different tea. Oh, he's such a precious angel. How'd I get so lucky? Oh, this bag of presents right here is from my parents. It's a recent thing they started doing. I don't quite understand why, but I appreciate it all the same. They give us a bag of advent gifts that we can enjoy in the run up to Christmas. So I'm out of focus. But right now, what I am going to be doing, which is I'm currently sat on the floor, is I'm going to be photographing these stitch markers, which are behind me, because they're going in the shop today. So I need to photograph them. I don't really know how to photograph these. I photographed them on a knit already. I've done that bit. I did that yesterday. I'm now photographing these ones. This is the new one that I hadn't shown off in the podcast. It's so cute. And then I've got the other Swarovski tree. I also need to think about how I'm going to package these Swarovski trees, because these stitch markers are flat, so they can just go in a normal padded envelope. These are not flat, and I don't want them to get crushed, so I might have to think about that when I think about pricing. Might have to get some tiny boxes. So because I only had 4 things to photograph, they were very quick to photograph. I take the pictures on my phone because it's better at the close-up, whereas this is just, it is good, it's just not as good as like close-up. And then I edit them on an app on my phone called Snapseed. It's a free to use app and it's very good. So if you're wondering, that's what I use. And now I'm worried that I'm telling you too much on the first day, and that day 1 is going to be a super long vlog, and then day 2 onwards is going to be less long, but it is what it is, basically. Right, I think it's about time I put a bit of makeup on. Look at these. Yeah. I'll see you in a second when I look much more beautiful. That's a bit better. I look more normal now. Right, time to create some shop listings and get today's update ready to go. Yeah. Well, that took longer than expected, mainly because I kept getting distracted with my phone. And I had to order some boxes to package these in. I just got them from Amazon. I've got like 24 boxes coming. It's so many. They should be coming tomorrow. So that's very exciting. So that is work done for now. I mean, I still have to like post about it on social media, but things that I need to do in preparation for the shop update are all done. Mario was meant to meet up with his brother, but his brother texted him at 3 AM, you know, just as Mario was leaving for work, to say that he was still out and about, so probably wouldn't be ready to meet him when he was meant to. So I might be coming along to meet him a bit later. Mario might be coming back here so we can get a start on decorating the tree. And I might just hang out and knit for a little bit. So change plan, heading into town. But I just wanted to share a bargain that I got yesterday. This is Rowan Pure Wool Superwash Worsted. Meant to be £8.50. Went to the till. £3.30. It was the only colour of this one left, only ball of this colour left even. It's in the shade 2540. I'm gonna make Mario a hat with it, but £3.30. What a bargain. But now, heading into town to meet up with my beloved and his brother.
Hi.
I have a very tired Mario with me.
Vlogmas.
He's getting excited about Vlogmas. So we're currently driving home because Mario drove into work because public transport doesn't work at 3 AM. But we went to the Etsy market. I felt a bit weird filming stalls, which is weird because I can do it at yarn festivals. But I bought a little something that I can't share because someone who's going to be watching Vlogmas, it's for them. But it was really good. It was really busy, but it was good.
Nice.
But now we're just gonna head home. Mary's gonna have multiple cups of caffeinated tea, and then we're gonna put up the tree. Yay! So we're home. First priority is to put the kettle on. I'm gonna have my Bird and Blend tea, and I'm opening up Mario's advent calendar to me. I mentioned it in my podcast that Mario presented me with the tin and told me to open it every day, and there'd be a little present inside. But I didn't want to open it without him being there. But now he's here, so you can have the kettle on. It's not an issue. Ooh, there's tissue paper in it. How fancy. How fancy. Ooh, how fancy. This is very well wrapped. Ah! Tea tiny gingerbread man. Oh, I'm still focusing my face. Focus on it. I'm just gonna do one of these. Are they chocolate mint or chocolate gingerbread?
Chocolate gingerbread.
They smell a bit minty. Yeah, they smell gingerbready. Yay!
And I have...
Oh, do you want to come in?
I think so.
Come in, come in.
And I
know me better, ma'am.
And I have a cheese advent calendar.
Jean! Ugh. You're not going to put your face in it. Yeah, that was fantastically awkward. So I bought Mario a cheese advent calendar. This is what's happened. 24 days of cheese. Find your first window.
Found it.
What's it gonna be?
It is Wednesday cranberries.
Yay! What's the joke?
Joke.
Oh, it comes with a cheese fact, cheese joke, or a cheese idea every day.
I think you know this one already.
Okay.
What cheese do you use to disguise a small horse?
Mascarpone!
Correct.
Yay! Back in the craft room. Completely forgot about the yarn club going live today. I got about 25 minutes, so better type quickly. Maria hates big lights, so I'm having to do it with this in dark lighting. But I just tried my tea. Beep. I don't want a tea that tastes alcoholic. It's not the nicest of teas, but I will drink it because it came in my advent calendar. But Bird and Blend, this is not my favourite of your flavours. But that's okay because you've got many other great ones. So we're DIYing a few of our decorations. We bought this potpourri and we're putting hooks on it. By we, I mean Mary is putting hooks on it. Are you enjoying your DIY?
Yeah.
Christmas! And hopefully it makes our house smell fab.
I think it's already lost all its smell.
How sad. Ta-da! Oh! The tree. You got cool things on it. Like chilies. You can't really see it. And dried fruit. It's not completely finished. We'll probably be into town tomorrow to get some more bits because we don't have anything for the top yet. But stage 1 of Christmas complete. We're also watching Christmas Chronicle. Yeah. So it's now 8:30, Mary's gone to bed so I can put the big light back on. Tree is kind of almost done. I've been snacking on grapes. We just need to get a couple of extra bits in town tomorrow. But we've just had a nice chill night watching some telly. I'm currently watching Kirsty's Handmade Christmas on catch up. And then I'm going to be editing this and going to bed myself in a couple of hours probably. I cast off one of my Ridgeview mitts, which you haven't seen me knit any of on a podcast. So these are the Ridgeview mitts. See if it will focus. There we go. It's got a fun travelling, is it called a travelling rib up it? So I need to do the thumb, but I've cast off one. And I've knit the cuff of the next. So time to do some editing. So thanks very much for watching and see you tomorrow.